Before the video starts, I just want to say that I played the demo of Sonic X Shadow Generations at PAX Oz this year, and it was also in my vlog. And speaking of my vlog, it is done so well, and I love all of you for subscribing to me from it, and showing it all the love you have. It means the world to me as I put my heart and soul into these videos. Anyway, ramble over, enjoy the video. Sonic X Shadow Generations deserves all the praise. Case closed. Being Shadow's first game in almost 20 years, Sega blew it out of the park. And after finishing the story, I'm here to share my thoughts. Spoiler alert, it's awesome, but also spoiler warning.
It's this game.
Right off the bat, let's talk about the gameplay. Sonic X Shadow Generations brilliantly combines classic 2D platforming levels with 3D speed-packed adrenaline rushes. The fluidity of the movement is pristine, and whenever you're zipping through loops, dashing through intricate levels, it feels super satisfying. Shadow's all-new Doom powers with this game, plus Chaos Control, add an exciting new flavor to the gameplay loop. Being able to use Chaos Control to create new platforms or secret paths, or even using the Doom Wings to soar across the stage, to the Doom Spears to add quick time reactions for opening secret paths to get faster times. It all feels super smooth and very fun to replay levels. Level design is absolutely top notch. Each stage, Space Colony Arc, Rail Canyon, Kingdom Valley, Sunset Heights, Chaos Island, and Radical Highway, they're all packed with vibrant vigils and hidden pathways. Each stage is highly replayable and makes the exploration extremely rewarding. The blend of nostalgia and fresh elements is executed perfectly. You can really feel the spirit of the classic games while enjoying the modern mechanics. The stages have segments where Doom will make you trip balls and open a mirror dimension bullshit as you enter Radical Highway segments for a brief time as everything around you meshes and melds as if you were on some kind of illicit drugs.
We meet again, Shadow the Hedgehog. Do you like Radical Highway from Sonic Adventure 2 for the Sega Dreamcast?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I will crush you all the same.
I love Radical Highway.
Shadow's story is also opened up a bit more in the game, giving the game's first example of why Shadow has been named Shadow.
Right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Maria?
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand? I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
And can we talk about the soundtrack? The music is absolutely amazing. It perfectly complements the fast-paced action, and it really gets you pumped up. I could not help but tap my feet while zooming through stages. Sonic games have always had peak music, and 99% of my playlist contains Sonic music, so I'm safely gonna say that most of, if not all, the music from this game will be in my daily playlist, because it just hits so hard. Now that I've covered the music and the stages, let's get on to the bosses. The bosses in this game are brilliant. Starting with the Bio Lizard, it's an obvious pick. With supporting me playing in the background, you challenge the big lizard for 3 separate phases. One basic phase at the start with the Bio Lizard on the ground, then the Bio Lizard grows wings and attaches to the wall, throws a big fucking pink spirit bomb at you that you have to send back at it to defeat it.
You can't hope to defeat me!
The second boss of the game is Metal Overlord, or Metal Fraudvalord as I call him, because he does a lot of yapping about being so strong, but he gets folded by a base Shadow with Doom powers. What I'm made of will always be a banger, but just listen to Metal Overlord yap about all this crap just to get turned into scrap metal.
I am the king of all creation! Nobody can defeat me! Not you! Not Sonic! Not anyone! As if I could be challenged by an imposter like you!
Metal Overlord is a Doom Surf-based boss battle where the main way to do damage is to use the boost rings to get up close and personal to get some real damage in, but you can also use the Doom Surf to bash the trash in the water back at him to gain some chaos control. Once you get Metal Overlord down to half health, there is a phase change as he spins up a giant water tornado that sucks you in and transitions the stage into 2D. You can finally finish off Metal Overlord after a quick time event where he throws a fucking boat at you.
What is this? A seal of some sort?
Ooh, Mephiles? Damn.
Welcome to Tilted Towers. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Memphis, Tennessee, and I am part lizard.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Fucking Mephiles the Dark, Memphis, Tennessee is in the game. Fucking Mephiles. What the fuck? Bro is a whole time paradox because he knows he got erased and he also wants to prevent it.
What? Did you forget about me again? I owe much to you, Shadow. I will talking about. Then restore myself to the timeline.
I mean, obviously he's not going to prevent it because the motherfucker is from the worst game in the franchise, although it could have been better. But Shadow doesn't know who he is because obviously 06 happened. We don't talk about 06. Oh, that's sick.
No! I want to exist!
Mephiles cries and goes, where, I want to exist, where, but honestly, bro can go back to Sonic Force's Speed Battle to be a character there because he does not belong in the main games. I mean, I'd really like him back, but Sega doesn't want him back. Then sealed away again. Sonic the Hedgehog does not get a boss in this game, but he gets a cool cutscene. Yo. Sonic!
I found you, Shadow!
The blue hedgehog. Of all places.
You have something I need.
You can wait until my business is finished.
Yeah, sorry, but that Chaos Emerald and I have a date with a monster.
Well then, it'll
It'll be
a
to
date
die. Yep, he lost that.
Nice
Damn.
hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald. See ya!
The third act of the game begins when you unlock the Doom Wings in 3D. Doom is completed, and the skies go red. You go to approach the floating Doom, whatever the fuck that has been growing in power. As you reach the top, you fall into the pit, and you start the final of 2 acts before the boss. It's motherfucking Radical Highway. All the Doom trips and the stages were leading up to the final stage. The soundtrack is fucking phenomenal as you blast through Shadow's first ever stage, ironically as his last stage. The soundtrack fucks hard as you use the new Doom Wings in 3D to soar across the stage at high speeds with expansive stage to discover. This is hands down my favorite stage out of the whole game because the music just took me away, and the Doom Wings in action were actually the most fun I've had in a while playing a video game. I mean, just listen to the music. How is it not a banger? now, it's time for the final fight of Sonic X Shadow Generations. The final boss. It's Doom, of course. This fight brings all the Doom powers that you have gained up to this point into play as you whittle down Doom's health bar. You might be thinking it can't be over this quick, but no, of course. There has to be a phase 2, and of course with that phase 2 it's time to
Your future is already decided. We will be one. Cannot deny what you are.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog. This is the destiny I choose. Now, to end this!
As the battle is over, Doom has been completely destroyed. Not everything is going to end well for Shadow, of course. Doom was the only thing keeping time and space where Maria and Gerald was stabilized. As Shadow returns to them, they begin to fade. Shadow has to face that he will never be able to save Maria, but Maria reassures him that she will always be in his heart.
I will always be in your heart.
Maria. Wait.
Shadow has to accept this fate, and this concludes the Shadow Generation story. He races towards Sonic's final battle with the Time Eater to give him the Chaos Emerald, but you just can't help but feel sad for Shadow because he really wanted just to save Maria. Some people would say a Sonic game of this quality only comes out once every generation. They may be onto something because Sonic X Shadow Generations perfects where Sonic Frontiers formula needed to be added to, and did something better onto it, added Shadow. Frontiers has a special place in my heart, but Shadow Generations has blown me away completely. Sonic X Shadow Generations is 100% worth my time, and it should be worth yours too. I recommend anyone watching this video to go play it. It's worth the money, and you should support Sega in making more games like this, because this is the peak of Sonic. Being Shadow's year, 2024 has been absolutely amazing to be a Shadow fan. With Sonic 3 coming out so soon and Generations being received so highly and selling so well, I feel like we will see a lot more of Shadow and Sonic games from now on, and the quality of Sonic games will increase by a lot. As a Sonic fan, we are so back. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.